Alright, this is a quick oil change on a 2004 Jeep Liberty. Process will be the same for the first generation. So safety first, you want to make sure the vehicle's in park, and we're going to go ahead and pull the e-brake. Next, go ahead and make sure your tires are chocked. So this is just for safety. And the next thing you're going to do is jack up the vehicle right at the jack up point. Or you can just come under here and raise it right from the frame there. Remember, anytime you use a jack, you always want to use jack stands. This is just for safety. Alright, once you're in the vehicle, you're going to go ahead and look for this oil pan here. This is the oil pan. You can tell because it sits directly in front of the transmission here. And then you can be looking for this nut here, and that's where we're going to drain the oil from. So give me a second, I'll let you know what size that is. Alright, so it is going to be a size 13 here. Before you drain it or loosen that bolt, make sure you've got your oil pan or oil catch underneath. Alright, just trying to work around the camera here, but you can go ahead and loosen this bolt. Remember, righty tighty and lefty loosey. Yeah. Make sure it's set right. Alright, there we go. And like I said, we'll just go ahead and let it drain. Ciao, kitty. Go ahead and let it all drain into the pan. And make sure you go ahead and put this in a jug or container, whatever you need to do to go ahead and make sure it gets recycled. You can do that at your local auto parts store. Let oil completely drain till you get some really slow drips.
Hey!
Alright, reposition your oil catch pan so it's underneath the oil filter where I have the flashlight shining right there. Right there, that is the oil filter. Move this out the way a little bit. Yep, it says microguard. I said that is the oil filter there. You can reach it from underneath the car too. It's just more comfortable for me to come from above the car. But like I said, with this, you can reach from under or above the car. And then same thing, lefty loosey, righty tighty. And you're going to remove the oil filter. And we'll just dump it like so. And some of them even have this little indentation right there where you can just set the oil filter in and it'll just drain into the oil catch there. Also make sure before you reinstall this bolt, the oil pan bolt, you're going to go ahead and make sure it's nice and clean. Once you've cleaned off the oil pan bolt there, you just want to make sure you clean off the surface where it's going to be touching. You can just wipe it off with a paper towel or rag, whatever you've got. Just wipe it off, make sure it's clean of dirt and debris. And then you're going to go ahead and screw that back on, righty tighty. And you just want to go maybe a quarter turn past hand tight. It doesn't have to be super tight. So same thing here, right there where your oil filter thread's on. You want to make sure that surface gets nice and clean. So you can just wipe it off with a paper towel. Just make sure it's free of debris. So you're going to take your oil filter here and you want to go ahead and oil up this top surface here. That way you get a nice seal with the new filter. And that's how we look with our surface all lubricated up. Now we can install. And there's the filter right there. And we go righty tighty to thread it back on. And again, you don't want to kill it. I'd say go half a turn past hand tight. Next up, we're going to go ahead and remove the oil cap all the way. You can tell because it says engine oil. And you can take a funnel and put that in here, or you can go ahead and pour your oil in. And this engine here takes 5 quarts. So after you've filled up your vehicle here with fresh oil, you want to go ahead and make sure you get the cap back on. Oh, and one other reminder, always use the oil that is recommended. So we went ahead and we used 5W30. I can put a link in the description below for the filter type and the oil brand that we used here. We want to go ahead and make sure this threads on properly. Don't cross thread it. As a final check, go under the vehicle just to make sure nothing's dripping. Nothing is dripping, nothing is leaking. That lets you know that the oil filter's on tight and that oil pan nut is in there tight. And just as a final precaution, you can always pull this engine oil dipstick here and you can check it. So as long as it's full, you haven't lost any oil there, and we already checked it, so I know I'm good. Then after you get everything tightened down, you can start the vehicle. Just as a reminder, before you start the car, make sure you go ahead and remove the jack stand, lower the jack, remove the tire chock, and then you can go ahead and start the vehicle. And there we go, that's it. That's how you change your oil. So thanks for watching. Like I said, that's how you change your oil in your Jeep Liberty. Hope this helps somebody out. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. Just let me know what you guys think if you want to see more videos like this.